Every morning, as the sun rose over the vast savanna, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Jabri would step outside his mud brick home. Tall and broad-shouldered, with deep brown skin and a face etched with wisdom, he would raise his arms to the sky, giving thanks to the ancestors for the gift of a new day. With his hoe slung over his shoulder, he walked through the village, greeted by the laughter of children and the bustling energy of women preparing for the day. The fields awaited him, and Jabri's heart was full of purpose. The fields were Jabri's sanctuary. Rows of maj, millet, and yams stretched out before him, their leaves glistening with dew. As he worked, he sang, a deep, resonant melody that seemed to breathe life into the earth. The villagers often paused to listen, their faces softening with hope. But the land was dry, cracked by the relentless sun. The rains had been scarce, and the whispers of hunger grew louder. Yet Jabri refused to despair. He remembered his grandfather's words, "The land is alive. Speak to it with respect, and it will provide." One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Jabri sat beneath the great baobab tree. Its massive trunk and sprawling branches stood like a guardian of the village. The wind rustled through its leaves, and Jabri closed his eyes, listening. A faint, melodic hum filled the air, a song he had never heard before, yet it felt familiar, as if it had been waiting for him all along. The song spoke of water hidden beneath the earth, of a spring long forgotten. Jabri's heart stirred with hope. He knew what he had to do. The next morning, Jabri gathered the villagers. He told them of the song and the spring it spoke of. At first, they were skeptical, but Jabri's conviction was unwavering. Together, they began to dig at the spot where the baobab's roots stretched deep into the earth. The sun beat down, and the work was grueling, but Jabri's song kept them going. Days turned into weeks, and still, they dug. Then, one afternoon, a child's shout rang out. Water! Clear, cool water bubbled up from the ground, filling the hole and spilling over the edges. The villagers erupted in cheers, their voices mingling with Jabri's song. The spring brought life back to Nambali. The crops flourished, the animals drank deeply, and the people rejoiced. Jabri stood in the fields, his face glowing with pride as he surveyed the thriving harvest. The villagers gathered around the spring, laughing and dancing, their hearts light with gratitude. At night, they celebrated around a bonfire, their songs echoing under the stars. Jabri sat nearby, his eyes reflecting the flames, his spirit at peace. The land had provided, just as his grandfather had said. Years passed, and Jabri grew old. His hair turned silver, and his steps slowed, but his spirit remained strong. He often sat beneath the baobab, listening to the wind and the songs of the ancestors. When he finally closed his eyes for the last time, the villagers buried him at the foot of the great tree, where his spirit could forever watch over the land he loved. To this day, when the wind blows through the baobab's branches, the people of Nambali say it carries Jabri's song, a reminder that even in the hardest times, the land will provide, and the ancestors will guide those who listen.